Claude Monet is one of the most famous artists in history, renowned for his captivating paintings of nature and his innovative approach to art. But behind the iconic images lies a fascinating life story that shaped his art and legacy. Monet was born on November 14, 1840, in Paris, France. He was the second son of Claude Adolphe Monet and Louise Justine Aubry Monet. His family moved to Le Havre when he was 5 years old. At the age of 11, he began attending Le Havre Secondary School of the Arts, where he met Eugene Boudin, who introduced him to painting en plein air. He was fascinated by the changing light and colors of the sea and sky, and began to experiment with painting en plein air, or outdoors, to capture the natural world in all its beauty. Monet's work was revolutionary in its use of color and light. In the 1860s, Monet became one of the leading figures of the Impressionist movement. He developed his unique style of painting, characterized by loose brushwork and bright, vibrant colors. Some of his famous works from this period include Impression, Sunrise, 1872, The Luncheon on the Grass, 1865–66, and Rouen Cathedral Series, 1892–94. In 1870, Monet married Camille Dancieux, who became his favorite model. They had 2 children, but Camille died of tuberculosis in 1879. In 1892, he married Alice Hochschild, the widow of his friend Ernest Hochschild. They had 6 children, and they lived together in Giverny until Monet's death. Some of Monet's works are among the most expensive in the world. This are Mules, 1890. In May 2019, Monet's painting, Mules, sold at auction for $110.7 million, making it the most expensive Monet painting ever sold. The painting is part of his Haystacks series and depicts a field of wheat haystacks at sunset. Nymphéas en fleurs, 1914–1917. In May 2018, Monet's Nymphéas en fleurs sold for $84.7 million at auction. The painting is part of his Water Lilies series and depicts a pond covered in floating water lilies. Le Bassin aux Nymphéas, 1919. In November 2018, Monet's Le Bassin aux Nymphéas sold for $80.4 million at auction. The painting is also part of his Water Lilies series and depicts a pond covered in floating water lilies, with a Japanese bridge in the background. In his later years, Monet suffered from cataracts and other health problems, but he continued to paint. His series of water lily paintings, which he began in the 1890s, are considered some of his most famous works. He created over 250 paintings of the water lilies in his garden at Giverny. Monet died in 1926, at the age of 86, leaving behind a legacy that has inspired countless artists and art lovers around the world. Today, visitors can still visit Monet's home and garden in Giverny, where they can walk among the very scenes that inspired his art. If you are interested in more content and curiosities about your favorite artists, subscribe Art Advisor.